Hi, my name's Saskia Chana and I'm an actress. Today I'm here to talk about my favourite book, and I'm stood in the City of Westminster Library, which is now I think it's the Arts Library now. It used to be the Reference Library. I used to come here around 15 years ago when I studied law, and I used to do all my tort classes and like studies and contract law and criminal law. It was all crazy, long hours. And so now it's turned into the art museum, art library. And as you can see, this whole section is full of performing arts and theatre books. I've read so many of them over the years, and I really enjoy reading them because it just gives you that feeling of like inspiration and like artists talking in a really articulate way. This is one of the first books that I ever bought. It's an actions book, Thesaurus, and it's like every actor's like tool kit that they need. I think when I started at drama school, I was really like rigid, doing the same actions over and over again, and my drama teacher used to say, why are you so angry, or why are you so sad in the scene, like constantly one note. And so I had to use the thesaurus to get some levels going. I have a fun fact. This is an amazing, one of my favorite directors, Ridley Scott, who we all love. I think I just dropped a book. We all love Ridley Scott, and a fun fact is when I was working in the cinema as an usher, I think I served him. So Ridley Scott, if you're out there, I think I asked you if you have any jobs or something. It was really embarrassing. It was really embarrassing. I asked him if I could give him my details, and he kind of just like shrugged it off and walked off. And yeah, Ridley, if you're there, I don't know if you remember me, but yeah, that was a fun moment. And an embarrassing one. Okay, so what else do I have here? Now I'm going to perform the modern monologue for women. Let's see what we have here. I'm just going to open it up on a random page. Okay, these are full on. Okay, ready? One of these days I'll hit him. Honestly, he thinks he throws a tantrum. I'm going to stay home, comfort in him, and miss the rehearsal and let them all down. He thinks he's got to cry to get what he wants. I blame his mother. She gave him the kind of suffocating love that makes him think the world revolves around him. But because he's too intelligent to believe it, he'll do anything to draw attention to himself. The beetle on the face. You saw that? And all that stuff about Freddie, and yet it was Brian that made these amateurs in the first place. He needed to get more out, okay? Watching somebody as limited as Jo over 10 years, I've begun to feel like she's the only kind of cripple. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Maybe, Meisner is great. Meisner, I've read this book. This is a really good book. I don't know why it needs the book, because it's pretty... the concept is pretty, it's in motion, so you kind of, you can't see. I guess it does articulate it in a really nice way. You need to pick up on things about the other actor, and it's really interesting way of explaining it. Uta Hagen, this is a great book. Oh my god, this is a great book. Respect for acting, and part of me wishes that I was like born then, when she was really in her prime in New York, and I'm so jealous of those actors that got to study with her back then. It must have been amazing, and probably quite I'd love to be a fly on the wall, because I'm sure that things happened and things were said that you couldn't get away with these days, because she seemed pretty out there. What else do we have? All those books on makeup. How to Stop Acting. I've read this book because I think when I went to drama school, I was acting all the time, and my drama teacher used to say to me, stop acting, and I'd be like, but I'm an actress and I had to act. That's what I thought I had to do, but you don't. You have to be... I think people have always said actors are like fake. Whenever I'm like dating someone new or something weird happens like that, someone's like, actors are good at lying, you're good at lying then. And I always come back and say, no, well, we're telling the truth. We've just... The work of an actor is actually telling the truth. So how I prepared Oh, you found it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. She found my favourite photographer's book, which is Steve McCurry. This is my favourite photographer of all time. Steve McCurry. I went to his exhibition in Paris and saw the Afghan Girl and all of the other works that he has that I never knew about. And it's so heavy, but I'm going to just show you an example of his work. Oh my God, it's incredible. And I just feel like he really gets, as an actor, I often get inspiration from this kind of photography because I feel like you really see stories in their eyes. And so I always try and use that. I think when I did the movie Florid, I flicked through, because I had the Steve McCurry, I had this book. It got lost when I moved, but I remember looking through it and being like, I can look like that. I can give like a look, you know, there's like this real depth in his work and the people that he finds. That's why when I don't really watch much television, but when I do watch things, I'll watch like things about real people, like the street food stalls in like different countries, and then they really get, God, that's so heavy. They really get these amazing people who are like, you know, deep human people, and that's what I'm really attracted to.